Today's practice is centered around forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't something to be forced, but gently allowed to create space within you for more love and more light. Some of us may need to forgive a specific person, and others may just need to forgive ourselves. Forgiving isn't about forgetting or excusing, it's about releasing the weight we've been carrying, releasing emotions stored within the body. Join me in a traditional tatami room in Japan for this gentle daytime practice. As we move through this practice, notice where you might be holding tension and invite softness into those areas. This practice is for you to let go, to lighten. Come into a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. Let your palms face up on your knees to be open to receiving light and good energy into your body. Let's take a nice deep belly breath, filling your entire body with oxygen, and then big sigh out through your mouth. We'll start with a finger stretch. You can clasp your hands together, flip them, palms facing out to stretch out your wrists. Keeping your hands together and your arms straight, move them above your head. Gently lean to your right and gaze up. Come back to center, lean to your left and gaze up. Come back to center and then slowly release your hands down. Now stretch your arms out in front of you and roll out your wrists to the outside a few times and then around to the inside a few times. On your next inhale, stretch your hands up to the sky and then down to your heart center. Take a breath. Stretch your hands back up to the sky and grab your left elbow with your right hand. Feel a nice stretch along your triceps and shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. Switch sides. Grab your right elbow with your left hand. Pull in towards the center of your body. Deep breath in and long, slow breath out. You can gently release and we'll move into a seated forward fold. You can extend your legs out in front of you, maybe rock your hips from side to side and remove the flesh from your sit bones. Flex your feet, inhale, lift your hands up, exhale, fold forward, grabbing your ankles or your toes. Inhale, lift up, straighten your spine, and then exhale, fold forward. Hold here and breathe. Let go of any tension. A lot of emotions get stored within our bodies, which is why yoga can be so healing. You can slowly come on up and then take your right leg over your left knee for a twist. Left elbow goes to your right knee, gaze over to your right. Right hand pushes against the ground to keep your spine straight. Twist from your core while pulling up through the crown of your head. Inhale and exhale. Switch sides. Take your left leg over your right knee and twist to your left. Right elbow comes to your left knee. Gaze over to your left. Left hand pushes against the ground. Elongate through your spine while you twist. Breathe in and breathe out. Release your twist. You can uncross your legs, bend your knees in, and move your knees gently from side to side, right and left. Just let everything loosen up. Next, we'll come onto our hands and knees for a cat-cow. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips and your hands are underneath your shoulders. Inhale, look up to the sky, cow. Exhale, tuck your chin, arch your spine, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Come back to neutral, tuck under your toes, and push up into your downward facing dog. Spread your fingertips wide, push your palms into the earth, pull your hips back, drop your shoulders away from your ears. You can walk your feet in towards your hands so that your heels touch the ground. Walk out your dog, bending your right knee and your left knee. Go at your own pace. This is your practice. Once you are done, come to stillness. Take a deep breath in and long breath out. Let's move into some body rolls. Inhale, roll into plank. Exhale, roll slowly back into downward dog. Inhale, roll into plank. Nice fluid movements. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, roll into plank. Exhale, roll back to downward dog. Inhale, roll into plank. Now take your chaturanga, bend your elbows but keep them close to your ribcage. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open up your heart chakra. And then exhale, bend your knees and sit back into your child's pose. Ground your forehead into the earth and breathe. Let everything soften. To forgive means to soften the emotional charge around a memory. Let it release out of your body. It's a weight that you don't need to carry. Let's start moving. You can push up into your downward facing dog. Push your palms into the earth, pull your hips back, shoulders away from your ears. Stretch your right leg up to the sky for three-legged dog. Bring it through to your chest, and then right leg comes back up to the sky. Now bring your right knee into your right elbow, and then right leg back up to the sky. Bring your right knee into your left elbow, and drop your foot to the ground on your left side for fallen triangle. Left hand on the ground, right hand to the sky. Inhale and exhale. You can release, bring your knee to your chest, step back into plank, and then take your chaturanga. Make sure your elbows are in, and then inhale, upward facing dog. Open up your heart center. Exhale, sit back into your child's pose. Let's do the other side. Push back up into downward facing dog. Push your palms into the earth and pull your hips back. Now bring your left leg up to the sky and then bring it through to your chest. Left leg comes back up to the sky and bring your left knee to your left elbow. Left leg back up to the sky, left knee to right elbow. Drop your foot to the ground on your right side for fallen triangle. Right hand is grounded, left hand is to the sky. Gaze up at your hand. Inhale and exhale. Release. Bring your knee to your chest, step back into plank, and take your chaturanga. Make sure to keep your elbows close to your body. And inhale, upward facing dog. Open up your heart center. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Spread your fingertips wide, push your palms into the earth, and pull your hips back. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Deep inhale and long, slow exhale. Release what is no longer serving you. Now slowly walk your feet up to your hands. You can keep your hands on the ground. Let your body hang heavy and just sway gently from side to side. Let everything loosen up. Once you are done, you can come back to stillness, and you can try grabbing the back of your ankles or maybe placing the palms of your hands underneath your feet one by one, palms facing up. Deep breath in and long breath out. You can maybe wiggle your toes here and give your wrists a nice little massage. If If your hands are underneath your feet, you can release them one by one and then slowly roll up with a slight bend in your knees. Roll out your shoulders a few times, around 1 and around 2 and 3. Come up to the front of your mat. Make sure your feet are about hips width apart. Inhale, stretch your hands up to the sky and then down to your heart center. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch your hands back up to the sky. Exhale, slight back bend. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a straight spine. Exhale, step back into plank. Chaturanga, elbows in by your ribcage. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push your palms into the earth and pull your hips back. Now jump or step your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll up with a slight bend in your knees, hands to the sky, and then down to your heart center. Deep breath in, long, slow breath out. Next, we'll do a balancing pose, tree pose. You can stay facing forward on your mat. Root into all 4 corners of your right foot and bring your left foot either above your knee or down to your ankle. Hands come together in prayer at your heart center. Find your drishti point and focus your gaze. Inhale and exhale. To challenge your balance, you can lift your hands up to the sky or maybe clasp your hands behind your back and gaze up. Focus and keep a steady breath. Release, and let's do the other side. Root into all 4 corners of your left foot and bring your right foot above your knee or down to your ankle. Hands come together in prayer. Focus your gaze and find that drishti point. Inhale and exhale. For an extra challenge, lift your hands up to the sky, or you can clasp your hands behind your back and gaze up. Inhale and exhale. You can release and just shake it out. Move your hips from side to side. Let your body be free and loose. You can maybe roll out your shoulders a couple times. We'll meet back at the front of the mat. Make sure your feet are about hips width apart. Inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms, slight back bend. Hands come together in prayer as you fold forward. Once you come down, you can stay here and walk out your legs, bending your right knee and your left knee, right and left. Go at your own pace. Once you are done, you can step back into plank. Hold your plank for a breath, and then take your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, open up your heart, and exhale, sit back into child's pose. Maybe tent your fingertips for a more active child's pose and ground your forehead into the earth. Deep breath in through your belly, and with each exhale, invite in a little bit more space. Bring awareness to what you need to let go of. Breathe in, and with each exhale, let it melt away. You can slowly push up into your downward facing dog. Push your palms into the earth, pull your hips back, and then jump or step your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift with a straight spine. Exhale, fold forward, and then slowly roll up with a slight bend in your knees, hands to the sky, and down to your heart center. Make sure your feet are hips width apart and get ready for chair position. Lift your arms up by your ears and sit back. Keep your navel in towards your spine. Make sure your knees are in line with your feet. Inhale and exhale. Drop your hands down to prayer position and take a twist. Right elbow comes to your left knee. Gaze down at the ground or try turning your head to the left and gazing up at the sky. Make sure your knees stay in one line. Inhale and exhale. Now look down at the ground and start to put your weight into your left foot. Slowly move your right foot behind you for a revolved crescent lunge. Right heel is lifted. Keep twisting from your core. Release, face forward, inhale, your hands to the sky. Cactus your arms, slight back bend. Hands come back up to the sky and then down to the ground. Step back into plank, take a chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Focus on your breath. And then jump or step your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Slowly roll up with a slight bend in your knees, hands up to the sky, and then down to your heart center. Let's prepare for chair position and do the other side. Make sure your feet are about hips width apart. Lift your arms up by your ears and sit back. Tighten your core, make sure your knees are in line with your feet. Now drop your hands down to prayer position and take a twist, left elbow to right knee. Gaze down at the ground or turn your head to the right and gaze up at the sky. Make sure your knees stay in one line. Now look down at the ground and start to put your weight into your right foot. Slowly move your left foot behind you for a revolved crescent lunge. Left heel is lifted. Keep twisting from your core. Release and face forward. Inhale, hands to the sky. Cactus your arms, slight back bend. Hands come back up to the sky and then down to the ground. Step back into plank. Chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, sit back into child's pose. Ground your forehead into the earth and breathe. It can be very hard to let go and to forgive, but it's important for your own well-being. Don't let the past control your present or your future self. Choose to find peace. Choose to create space for brighter things. You can slowly push up into downward dog and we'll start cooling down. To prepare for pigeon pose, lift your right leg up to the sky, bring it through to your chest, and then lay the right side of your calf down on the ground. Flex your right foot to protect your knee. Make sure your hips are square to the front and your back leg is directly behind you. Lift up through your chest. Find length. And then when you're ready, slowly come down to your elbows. You can stay here if this feels good, or maybe come all the way down, resting your forehead on your hands. Deep inhale, long, slow, conscious exhale. Guide your breath into any areas that feel tight. You can stay here or come into mermaid pose. Lift your chest, bend your back knee, and hook your foot with the inner crease of your elbow. You can try to grab your fingertips behind your head. Really try to pull up and elongate your spine. Inhale and exhale. Pull up a little bit further. And then you can slowly release. Release your hands. Hands come down to the mat. Step back into plank. Hold here and then push back into downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Lift your left leg up to the sky. bring it through to your chest, and then lay the left side of your calf down on the ground. Flex your left foot to protect your knee. Make sure your hips are square to the front and your back leg is directly behind you. Lift up through your chest, and then you can slowly come down to your elbows. Stay here if this feels good, or maybe come all the way down, resting your forehead on your hands. Deep inhale, long, slow, conscious exhale. Relax into this pose. You can stay here, or you can come into mermaid pose. Lift your chest, bend your back knee, and hook your foot with the inner crease of your elbow. You can try to grab your fingertips behind your head. Try to pull up and elongate through your spine. Deep inhale and long, slow, conscious exhale. Slowly release. Hands come down in the mat. Step back into plank. Hold for a breath and then push back into downward facing dog. Let's move with our breath. Inhale, roll into plank. Exhale, roll back into downward dog. Inhale, roll into plank. Exhale, roll back into downward dog. Inhale, plank. Take your chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open up that heart center. And exhale, sit back into child's pose. Ground your forehead into the earth. Deep inhale and long exhale. Forgiveness is a process. It can be like loosening a tight knot over time. But when you can gradually let go, you'll feel so much lighter, happier, and free of all that weight. You can slowly roll your head from side to side, rolling at your third eye, your intuition, your all-knowing. You can slowly come up and then come onto your hands and knees. Keeping your right knee and right hand grounded, pivot to your left. Stretch your left leg out and bring your left arm up and over your head for a nice side stretch. Let's move with our breath. Exhale, release down. Inhale, come back up, arm stretches over your head. Exhale, release down. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, release down. Inhale, come up. Stretch your arm forward a little bit further. And then release. Come back to your hands and knees. And keeping your left knee and left hand grounded, pivot to your right. Stretch your right leg out and bring your right arm up and over your head. Feel a nice stretch along your side. And we'll move with our breath. Exhale, release down. Inhale, come back up. Arm stretches over your head. Exhale, release down. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, release down. Inhale up, stretch your arm forward a little further, and then release. Come back to your hands and knees, and then sit back into your child's pose. Take a deep breath in, and long, slow breath out. Come on up. Place your hands on your knees and breathe. Next, we'll move into butterfly pose. Soles of your feet come together. You can rock side to side to get into a comfortable position. We'll move with our breath. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Hold here and breathe. Maybe use your elbows to push your knees down while you fold forward. or you can stretch your hands out in front of you. Deep inhale and long, slow exhale. Let go of any tension. Come on up, and you can stretch your right leg out. Keep your left leg bent. Stretch your left hand up and over your head. Pull back on your right shoulder to keep your shoulders square. Switch sides. Bend your right knee in and stretch your left leg out. Right hand comes up and over your head. Pull back on your left shoulder to stay aligned. You can release and come into a comfortable cross-legged seated position, and we'll end with our 3-part breath. Lay your palms face up on your knees so that you are open to receiving good energy into your body. You can take a chin mudra by bringing the tip of your index finger to meet the tip of your thumb, forming a circle, keeping your other 3 fingers extended. The chin mudra can help you channel prana or life force energy. Take a nice deep breath through your belly, ribs, chest. Exhale out through your chest, ribs, belly. Now stretch your hands up to the sky. Hands come together and down to your third eye chakra, to your throat chakra, and then down to your heart chakra. The love and light within me honors the love and light within you. Thanks for tuning in my channel. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to help my channel grow. Peace and love, KishiMoonStar. Namaste. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hi Moonstar Yogis, I would love for you to share your experience or feedback in the comments below. You can also connect with me on social media and check out my website. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and for your love and support.